Who you gonna call? Ghost meter! Well, I'm not sure if you'll find ghosts with this. Maybe for laughs I'll walk out to the cemetery later. It's pretty freaking cold outside though. Be an act of bravery if I do it. It comes in a clamshell, which I've already disposed of, along with 4 or 5 odd sheets of paper. This is the most instruction-like one, but it's really kind of a wandering thing rather than a real instruction manual. And then there's this little bit left on the back side of the page. This whole big, huge page. It's just kind of wild. And the same kind of weird, almost tissue paper like paper. You know, this is like a 4-size paper or something like that. It's really huge. There's also like 4 other little ads in there that were printed on the same kind of paper. It's real light paper and odd size sheets. They were all different sizes, each one of them. And they were all for kind of kooky, I don't know if you say survival, it's more like tinfoil hatter type stuff. No allusions to tinfoil hatter on YouTube, who's a pretty cool guy, a musician. Check his channel out. So, I'll give this thing a try. How's that for a tricky shot? Right behind the Ghostbusters, the camera filming, blocking its own shot. I don't know. So it's a pretty nice unit in most ways. It's kind of a waste of money, you know. That's why I've put off buying it for a long time. It's been sitting in my wish list for quite a while, and I had on my wish list, you know, my save for later list. The price has been going up and down on it. It was up to, I was going to buy it. It was like 19 something, and I put it in my wish list. It went up to 21 or something like that, so I never bought it. Now it went all the way down to 18 something, you know, probably closer to 19, but I took the sucker bait and grabbed it at 18 something because it's rarely that low. You know, I could have made something out of an AT Tiny. I saw a project for Arduino. Are we recording? Yes. Oh, this thing beeped. What turned on in the house? Refrigerator? Something turned on and this thing did one beep. That was interesting. In fact, it's a Gauss reading right now. And it does give me a scale, so... Off screen there, I'm hitting the dimmer here. Probably because I dimmed things. Interesting. I'm losing my train of thought here though. Anyway, I was just going to tell you, I basically like the construction of it. The on-off button is kind of convenient. When you first turn it on, it gives you this kind of usual beep that it always gives. I think it's a battery indicator. The instructions weren't very complete at all. I didn't really see instructions per se, just that rambling thing I showed you and then some ads. The clamshell doesn't really have instructions. This is volume. On-off volume, read directly in milligauss. I don't know how accurate that is. It'd be nice to have a pass-through audio function where if I pushed a button I could hear the actual sound of the AC wave on the mat, you know, because it's got a coil, and I'm presuming it's an inductor up here. I haven't taken it apart. You can pretty much see what's in it though. There's one chip here. I don't think there's a number left on it. I guess I'd have to take it apart to really tell. And I don't know if that's... I'm presuming it's probably an op-amp. Could be an MCU, you know, like the Arduino one was made with an MCU. It kind of works, I guess. I don't know how you calibrate something. I don't know how you calibrate this either, or how close it is to its stated calibration. So this room is kind of hot. Maybe the spirits are visiting. Now with a steady magnet. It has to be moving to sense it. There is a passive type of unit you can get, I guess. I've heard it talked about, a magnetometer or whatever. It's supposed to be fairly inexpensive and it's purely mechanical, and you can get fairly sensitive ones, although I'll have to look it up, I guess. So this room is fairly hot. And even with the lights off, so it's not just the light dimmer. Light dimmer makes it worse, but even with the light dimmer off, getting quite a bit of EM. There's a spirit trapped in the medicine cabinet. It's the pixies hiding behind the refrigerator. So when the refrigerator turned on, it's drawing a lot of current. The wire must run through here somewhere. I think this is bottom up rather than top down wiring in this house. CFL bulbs are evil! Interesting, it seems to have peaked up. The load must have turned on. It was stronger down here. She backs up to the fuse box. I'm not sure what the status of this meter is, whether it's smart or not. ERT reader. It doesn't have any transmission notices on it. I think I'm too far for the transmitting one to work. They actually changed this meter out twice. I don't know what the status is now. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody walking back here though. There's no transmit notice on this. Oh yeah, there's SEC. This one's definitely a transmitting type. I don't know if the frequency response of this meter is high enough to really pick up. I think it mainly keys off the 60 hertz. It doesn't really pick up the few gigahertz Zigbee frequency that these things communicate on. So it goes off, but not real strong. It's almost 2 feet. Didn't help at all, surprisingly enough. Be there any spirits who wish to commune with me, you may approach this unit, and it will see you. Well, it's too dark to go wandering amongst graves right now. Too cold and snowy, I should say, not dark.